Welcome to your Week 8 Fantasy Recap. A lot of good action. Let's jump right in. The Sharks at the Auto Draft. This is the only game I expected to lose this year, and I did, even though I had a pretty strong showing. 17 from Luck, 43. Doug Martin finally showed up. Marcus Colton with 11. Randall Cobb with 13. Eric Decker got me 20, and that was pretty much it. I knew I had the Wonder Twins out and I was going to lose, but I still put up a pretty good showing. Shady got him 21, Des Bryant with 19, Gronkowski with 39, Austin with 27, Seahawks with 13. He has 3 Cowboys, Bryant, Austin, and Witten, and they all almost scored 20 points each because they all went over 100 yards, which is ridiculous, and I'm sure it'll never happen again, but it happened just for me. Witten and Gronkowski both scored 39 for him. He didn't even need Witten. Just a ridiculous amount of points being scored in that one. Oh well. Next up, we have Izzy going at low. Izzy was on a bit of a roll. Got 13 from Robert Griffin, 12 from Chris Johnson, 11 from Sean Green, 22 from Picey, 16 from Reggie, and 13 from the Browns. He left Matty Stafford's 43 on the bench, Brandon Pettigrew's 14, and the Packers 26. Any of those substitutions, and he wins handily. Who could have known? For low, Vic got him 17, even though he's terrible. Dwyer got him 16. Steve Smith, even though he hasn't scored, got him 23. Deshaun Jackson with 10. The Cardinals with 10. Janikowski with 14. He left Trent Richardson's 25 on the bench. Denarius Moore's 20 on the bench. Jennings 14, and he actually loses a point for Cam Newton. He didn't need any of it. Still pulled out the victory. Good job. Next up, we have the Whip Crackers at the playbook of Eli. Whip Crackers got 18 from Drew Brees, although we didn't hook up with Marcus Colton like I wanted him to. 10 from Welker, 31 from Demaryius Thomas, and 13 from the Patriots. He left Crabtree's 24 on the bench and Vic Ballard's 13, but even with both of them, still couldn't have won this one. Matty Ryan shredded the Eagles' defense for 30. Julio Jones was on the receiving end of that for 31. Dustin Keller with 13. McGahee with 26, and the Falcons' defense 13 points on the Eagles' offense. Left Alex Green's 11 on the bench, and Carson Palmer's 18 actually loses some points. Didn't need either one. Pulled out the victory. Good job, Lou. Next up, we have the Destroyers going up against Rick. Rick had a great showing. Tom Brady with 41, Marshawn Lynch with 25, Fitz got him 10, Brandon Marshall with 18, Nate Washington 11, Bears 20, Bryant with 13. Romo actually loses him 14 points with 27. That's all he had. But he just met a better team. Peyton Manning with 35, Forte with 20, Ridley 23, which is only 3 less than Adrian Peterson. I'm glad it didn't affect the outcome of the game. He was on your squad in time for you to substitute him, but I'm glad it didn't affect anything. 13 from Mike Wallace, 14 from Heath Miller, 35 from the Giants D, and 19 from Larry Tynes. Steelers D loses them 20 points. Mike Williams gains 12 points. And Peterson, like I said, gains 2 points. Didn't need him. Pulled out the victory. So I'm glad that Peterson debacle didn't mess you up. And finally, we have the Buckhead going up against Team Alonzo. Team Alonzo had Maurice Jones-Drew, who did not play, with 0. Law firms on a bye, 0. Calvin Johnson only scored him 7 because he's on the cover of Madden. Greg Jennings is hurt, got him 0. Got 17 from Graham, 16 from Lloyd, and 14 from the Eagles defense. Left Jonathan Stewart on the bench with 11, which gains him 11. Roethlisberger's 26 would gain him another 21. And Josh Freeman. So both of his backup quarterbacks outscored his primary. But he still couldn't have won that one. For the Buckhead, Aaron Rodgers with a decent 17. McFadden with 22. I'm surprised he's still playing midway through the season. Jimmy Jones with 14, and the 49ers defense with 23. Left Darren Sproles' 18, Sidney Rice's 17, but he didn't need either one. Still pulled out the victory, so good job there. Looking ahead to Week 9, I am up against the Flint Tropics. Early line has the Tropics by 54. I'm pulling the upset on that one because I need the victory more than you do. We got Low going up against the Whip Crackers, 3-5 Low against 5-3 Cole. Early line has Low by 54. What's up with the 54-point line? I'm calling Cole on the upset on that one. I don't even call that an upset. I think Cole's going to win that outright. Team Alonzo at the playbook of Eli. Lou gets a bye next week, so that's pretty cool. Early line has him by 58. I'm saying he covers. Buckhead up against the Destroyers. Both 6-2 teams. Early line has Neil by 8. I'll say he covers. Rack City against the Auto Draft. Both 3-5. Early line has Park by 4. I'll say he wins, but he doesn't cover. Looking at the standings. East, Darkside Destroyers and the Buckhead up top at 6-2. Tropics and the Whip Crackers 4-3, and I'm bringing up the rear at 4-4. In the West, Playbook of Eli at 4-4. Everyone else below 500, but still a long season. Still have a couple of weeks to go. Right now, if the playoffs started today, be the Destroyers and the Buckhead 1-2. Tropics and the Whip Crackers 3-4, and me and Eli would be 5-6. So, top 6 teams, bottom 4 get in the toilet bowl. Keep working, keep improving your rosters, and keep moving toward the playoffs. That's all I have for today, and I'll see you next week. Kamish, actually look for me on Monday night. I'll be at the Eagles and Saints game, so look for me on TV. I'll be the only one wearing Eagles regalia and singing the fight song if they happen to score. So, either you'll hear about me getting beat up in the parking lot, or you'll hear about me getting ridiculed on my way out of the stadium because the Eagles got shellacked again. So, look for me on Monday night, and I'll see you guys next week. Kamish out.